She walked in like anyone else. Business casual outfit, calm demeanor, a small folder in hand. No security entourage, no luxury brand parade. Just a woman trying to cash a check. But within minutes, the bank teller was glaring, raising eyebrows, asking questions she had no right to ask. The woman didn't argue. She didn't shout. She just smiled and made one call. By the end of the day, the branch manager had been called to corporate. The teller was left speechless, and the entire bank learned exactly who they were messing with. This story isn't about revenge. It's about power, prejudice, and the moment quiet confidence takes back the room. Hey squad, welcome back to the channel. We're here for stories of grit, guts, and epic comebacks. Smash the subscribe button, hit like, and drop your city in the comment. Let's dive in. The time was 10:12 a.m., and the line at Mayfield Bank's downtown Atlanta branch was crawling. Sunlight poured in through spotless glass walls, bouncing off stainless steel counters. Behind those counters, a young bank teller named Emily adjusted her name tag and greeted each customer with a rehearsed smile. Then came the woman in the navy pantsuit. She looked like anyone else. No designer bag, no flashy jewelry. Her heels clicked softly against the tile floor as she approached with a check in hand. Emily glanced up briefly, blinked, then offered a tight-lipped next. The woman handed over a check, an amount for $95,000, drawn from the bank itself. Emily looked at it, then at her, and paused. "Is this yours?" she asked a little too sharply. The woman nodded. "Yes, I'm here to deposit it." Emily narrowed her eyes. "I'll need to verify with the issuing account holder." "You won't need to. I'm the CEO of the account holder." There it was. A pause. Then a scoff. Emily tilted her head like she'd just heard a bad joke. "I'm gonna have to check with management." No welcome. No basic verification. Just a look that screamed, "You don't belong here." But the woman didn't flinch. She stepped back, took out her phone, and calmly said, "No worries. I'll wait." Her name was Dr. Celeste Monroe, 43 years old, and CEO of Monroe Financial Tech, a minority and woman-owned fintech startup recently valued at over $85 million. She'd just signed a strategic partnership with a mid-tier credit union chain, and Mayfield Bank had been selected as one of their operational partners for a financial empowerment initiative in underserved neighborhoods. The deal? A seven-figure corporate account, along with sponsored community programs and small business loan fund injections. In other words, Celeste's presence wasn't just welcomed, it was essential to the bank's upcoming PR campaign. But Emily didn't recognize her, and she didn't care to. To her, Celeste was just another client walking in with too much confidence, not enough validation. No VIP tags, no boardroom badge, just dark skin, a confident posture, and a check that looked suspicious. Celeste had seen it before. Emily returned 5 minutes later, face tight. "I called upstairs. We're still waiting on confirmation," she said. Celeste just nodded, unfazed. A manager appeared, mid-40s, gray suit, clipboard in hand. "Hi, ma'am. I understand you're trying to deposit this large check. Unfortunately, we'll need to put a 14-day hold on it until it clears." Celeste's tone didn't change. That check was written by this bank. The manager's eyes scanned the check again. "Yes, but we have to be cautious." Cautious. Of a woman whose signature authorized half the payroll funding for their upcoming projects. Behind her, customers were watching. A few whispered. One woman in line muttered, "That's cold." Celeste smiled faintly. "Well, since you need confirmation, I'll make a quick call." She dialed a number. "Hi, Lisa. I'm at the Mayfield downtown branch. It seems they're unfamiliar with who I am. Can you patch in Aaron and Diane, please?" Within seconds, the regional director, the bank's vice president of corporate partnerships, and the chief operating officer were on the line. The call was short. The response was instant. Celeste hadn't moved from her spot when the bank manager's phone rang. "Sir, the VP is on line 2 for you." He paled. Emily, now visibly nervous, tried to smile. "I just didn't realize—" Celeste finally stepped forward. "I understand, but let me be clear. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed, and I hope the next woman who walks in here with confidence doesn't have to prove herself to this extent." Hey fans, before we continue, we've noticed most of you love watching our videos but haven't subscribed. Please subscribe. It takes a sec, it keeps you in the loop, and helps us bring you more epic tales. The call didn't just shake the branch, it rattled corporate. Emily was quietly suspended pending a sensitivity review. The branch manager was reassigned, and the very next week, every Mayfield Bank employee was mandated to attend a 3-day training on diversity, implicit bias, and professional accountability. But Celeste? She didn't ask for any of that. She went on to lead the next phase of the financial literacy campaign, launching an initiative that helped over 1,200 women of color access business loans and credit-building programs. And that $95,000 check? It was her first disbursement to fund a community development fund in Atlanta's West End. Bank teller disrespected a CEO at her own bank and learned the hard way that not every CEO looks like the stereotype. Some walk in alone, no noise, no proof, just a name, and power that doesn't need to raise its voice. Celeste never retaliated. She didn't demand a public apology. She just left a legacy. Today, her company stands as a symbol of what real leadership looks like: quiet grace, sharp awareness, and the confidence to never shrink under doubt. So, if this story hit you, if it reminded you that you don't have to fight loud to fight back, then let's make sure others hear it too. Hit subscribe, smash like, and drop your city below. More stories like this are on the way, stories that shift the room without raising a fist.